Today, it's all about the final DLC for WWE 2K22. We're talking about the whole damn pack, full details, everything you need to know about this, and is this going to be the best DLC for the entire game? Let's discuss all of it right now. Let's go. Welcome to Assemble. I'm Matt. Great to have you here. Let's get into it. The whole damn pack is scheduled to come out at the end of July 19th, 2022. And we are getting 7 stars in this pack. Some good, some great, some we have a little bit of questions about. But I need to know in the comments, are you excited about the whole damn pack and which superstar are you most looking forward to play? The whole damn pack is going to be giving you Commander Aziz, Logan Paul, Machine Gun Kelly, Rob Van Dam, Sarray, Xia Li, and LA Knight. Yeah! The two that I am least excited about for this is going to be Commander Aziz and Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly worked on the soundtrack for WWE 2K22. It's a half decent one. I gotta be honest, it's better than what we've had in 2K19 where it just blow my mind over and over and over and over again. But with Machine Gun Kelly, I just wish they didn't do this and they gave us anybody else. Give me a Braun Breaker. Give me a Cora Jade or a Toxic Attraction. Anybody else from NXT, frankly. He will be getting powerbombed. He will be getting destroyed. And he will acknowledge the Tribal Chief in my gameplay. Commander Aziz is more of just unfortunate timing. Apollo Crews is back into NXT, refresh his character, very excited about everything he's doing over there, and unfortunately Commander Aziz, he's just gone. But could he end up in WWE world, end up being part of the Maximum Male Models with your boy, LA Knight / Max Dupree. Speaking of LA Knight, yes, I slightly resemble LA Knight. Yeah. He's one of the superstars in this pack that I am most excited to play as. We are going to be getting his full LA Knight NXT version, what we know him to be. Unfortunately, he just went through a full refresh of character and now he is Max Dupree, so the DLC is slightly out of date. Go figure. This is the inherent problem with any DLC. Some stars are no longer with the company, some stars are getting completely rebranded and redone, and they feel a little bit out of place. But LA Knight, still very excited. I'm really happy to be able to get him on my roster. The other one that I'm happy to be able to get on my roster is of course going to be Xia Li and Rob Van Dam. We've had Rob Van Dam in previous WWE 2K games, and I am excited that the Hall of Famer is going to be back. We can create and recreate iconic moments like him versus John Cena, ECW. Great to have Rob Van Dam back on the roster, and Xia Li, very excited to add her and Sarray to the NXT roster, to my main roster in universe mode. And that does leave us with Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul, as you may or may not know, probably do, Logan Paul signed a multi-year agreement with WWE. Logan Paul will be attending major premium live events, the giant stadium shows with WWE over the next couple of years. Whether you like Logan Paul or don't, this is a big money maker for them. And frankly, for me, his WrestleMania match this past year, I actually thought it was pretty entertaining and I thought he did a very good job. He should not be a face, by the way. He should totally be just a giant heel. I wonder how WWE is going to utilize Logan Paul if they have him for premium live events, if it's just going to feel like they shoehorn him in and they just put him in kind of these celebrity matches. We'll have to wait and see. But Logan Paul, excited to have him in the game. Now that we know he is going to be with WWE for the foreseeable future, this is going to be a good addition to the game and not just feel like it's a random one-off. So in that, I think we got some timing that lucked out for us. Now, with any DLC we get with WWE, you're going to be getting the My Faction cards, whether you like it or not, buddy. But you're going to be getting a bunch of these My Faction cards, presumably 7 My Faction cards, because you would have all 7 characters in there. And make sure that you are logging into My Factions when the DLC drops so that you can collect these cards. These should be a combination of emeralds and silvers and golds, but they never give us a diamond card. But if you are big into My Factions, it adds to it, and we'll be able to play those stars. Maybe they will have some specific My Faction attires in there over time for stars like Rob Van Dam and for Logan Paul. If we do get anything that is specific from My Factions rolling out from this DLC, then there is a good chance that the 2K community will be able to grab those attires, grab those Trons, baby, grab all that good stuff, and then make it offline for all of us to be able to play, because we can't use it. We just can't. We can't with My Factions, man. The DLC is part of the Season Pass. If you have the Season Pass already and you bought it way back when, you're going to get this DLC included. If you got the NWO version of the game, the digital deluxe thing, then you're going to be able to get all the season pass, everything in there too. Like any DLC with 2K, it doesn't always auto download. Make sure that you are going into the settings of the game, you're going into the store, and you can look for the DLC when it drops. And you need to manually download the DLC. So if you're concerned that it's out, you see that it is out, but it's not in your game, head into the store, download that bad boy. If you did not buy the season pass and you're looking to get DLC individually, you're probably looking at $9.99 for it, up to $12.99 Canadian or in euros if you want to go that route. This one I would suggest getting. It is probably the best or one of the best DLC packs. The previous one we got, which was the Clowning Around pack with Ronda Rousey doing the clown and so on, I thought that was a very well done pack. What I like to see and what we need to look for when this DLC drops is all of the little Easter eggs, and I will have all of that covered for you here on the show. But they did a good job with Doink the Clown and that content because we got a little bit of alternative stuff, some hidden things built in there. And so I'm excited to see what hidden things, what little alternatives they will put in for the last batch DLC. And with every DLC they drop, there is the grand anticipation, at least for bozos like me, the grand anticipation of getting a patch. We should be seeing a patch to go alongside this DLC either on the Monday of the DLC dropping or that day itself to anticipate for the DLC drop. If we get lucky, and from the time of this is recording, if we get lucky, we might get an early patch, and it needs to be a substantial one. The last one we got that was for patch 1.15 didn't do a whole lot. It was a lot of server stuff, maintenance, and stability. For 2K, they need to come out really, really strong. I won't be surprised if they don't do any of this, but they need a massive patch. I'm talking 20, 30 gigs, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that we have everything we need for 2K22 to set us up for the rest of the summer. Because this being the final DLC, the big worry that I have, and let me know if you do too, the big worry I have is that after this DLC drops, things go quiet and we don't get patches and regular maintenance, and they are moving on to 2K23. For all the latest updates, stay tuned and click right here for this playlist for all the news and updates for WWE 2K22. See ya!